Hey guys, it's Whips here, back with another video, and today we're going to be looking at the best limited time cosmetics within Sea of Thieves. Now real quick here, 96% of you guys are not subscribed. If we could just change that a little bit, it would mean the world. Now I know I say that every single video, but the reason why it stays at the same number is because we're gaining subs, but we're also still getting newer viewers. So yeah, thank you guys. I also just want to mention that thanks button down there by the like button. It means the world, and I want to start shouting you guys out. But anyways, without further ado, let's get right into the video. Now starting us off, I actually want to talk about the Wandering Reaper set. Now this set is so clean, and basically how you would do this is way back in the day. It was really simple. You just go to Wander's Refuge and do a couple of challenges and dig up these Reaper chests. Now the problem with this is so many people were trying to get these, but now today looking at them, it's more so looked at as like a PvP thing. So it's really cool, and it's just kind of a black and white chipset, which as a lot of you guys know, white chipsets do very well within the game and a lot of people like them, which makes this so popular, and I think it's a very good spot on this list. Moving forward to actually one of my favorite cosmetics within Sea of Thieves that of course I don't own is actually going to be the Lantern of the Damned. Now a lot of you might know about this, but the thing that's really cool about this is obviously it was limited timed, came out during Halloween when the Fort of the Damned first came out, and the main thing that I love about this is actually the glow that it gives. Now the whole lantern actually turns the color, and it just looks really neat. It's super unique. It's kind of like the DA lantern just because it's so unique in that sense, and the whole lantern turns that color. And like I said, I just think it really deserves a spot on this list, so I threw it on here. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Now looking at the most popular set within Sea of Thieves, you guys already know what this is, the Whaling Barnacle set. Of course it should be on this list, as well as the weapons. I'm going to throw them up on screen here. This set is just so clean and super unique. It's kind of that castaway look, obviously with the barnacles, and then just that light blue, which just is so amazing. I just absolutely love that color. And obviously, like I said, they've reskinned this so many times, but nothing will ever compare to the original. I've actually made a couple of videos on these. I'll throw up my favorite one up here in the corner. But anyways, let's move on. Next up, I'm definitely a little hypocritical here just because this is the first time I ever played Sea of Thieves, but these tattoos on Merrick here are so sweet, the Hungering Deep tattoos. Now, I'm just going to let you watch that video because that's really the best thing that shows these off. The image is not that good, but also the figurehead of this set is so cool. This is the Hungering Deep figurehead, and basically it's just the Hungering one. It is the original reskin of the Shrouded Ghost that you see nowadays a lot of the time, but this one's honestly probably rare just because it came first and not a lot of people have it. I mean, you could argue the same with the Shrouded Ghost, but either way, super cool set here. Moving forward here to one of the cleanest titles within the game, this is going to be the Drunken Sailor. Now how you get this was actually in the summer of Sea of Thieves, which a lot of people played, but the issue was no one really cared about titles back then like they do now, and no one especially wanted to do the grind that this one took. So basically some of these within this were super easy, like just go to the tavern and drink, or with another crew. But the problem was the main one, which was kill like 10 skeletons affected by a grog ball. Now this is just ridiculous, and who really wants to do this? It's definitely going to take that grind, all for a title, which back in the day no one really cared about this. So it's something that I hope they don't really bring back because it would just ruin the significance. So honestly, it's something I'll probably never have, but I'm okay with that. But when you have this, I know you are a grinder and you have one of the coolest titles within the game. Going further into this list, one of my favorite cosmetics is definitely going to be the Pirate Legend, Year 1 Pirate Legend, Blunderbuss. Now this is so clean and just super cool, and at the time it was one of the few guns that had a chain on it. Now it's kind of overused, but this is just a super ahead of its time cosmetic and something that a lot of people don't have because obviously you had to be Year 1 Pirate Legend in a year. So a lot of people back then without emissaries did not have this, and the gold and the reputation nowadays was nothing like it used to be. So this was a true grind, and if you have this, you are a true Year 1 Pirate Legend. Moving forward, I actually want to look into, sounds a little funny, the Cursed Sales. And basically how you get these is very early on within the game. You would have to go to a certain region within the Cursed Sales event, and you would have to sink that skeleton fleet. Now I actually remember doing this when it first came out, and I just sucked at this time. I was horrible, and I sank instantly. Kind of regret not getting these, but at the time I just remember how big of a struggle it was, and I was like, this is ridiculous. I don't know who's going to do this. Well, you just have to be good at the game, so skill issue. But anyways, super cool sales here that I don't have. Like I said, wish I did. There's 3 different variations of these. Super cool. I guess I'll try to explain a little bit more. If you go to the Shores of Plenty, then you're going to get the Shores of Plenty sales. You obviously would have to fight that skeleton fleet. So really cool concept here, and something that hasn't really been done since. Now, when Sea of Thieves first came out, there was so many different challenges within the game and achievements. And basically, they ran this event where if you got one of these achievements done in a certain amount of time, then you would get the Overachiever Sales. Now, I've actually played with someone who had these, and they were pretty cool. It's just cool to think that they actually got such a big achievement back in the day. And basically, within like the first couple days of playing, or like the first week, you would have to get like one of these big achievements. So, for example, it's like 100 stronghold kegs, which I still don't have, or 100 normal kegs, actually. I think it's that, or else it'd be like sell 250 captain's chests. So at the very beginning of the game, it's just crazy that someone could do this, and obviously it's a huge grind. Congratulations to you. And then moving forward, I'd kind of like to give some context here. So basically, we're going to be talking about the Good Boy. Now, this ship set was really looked at as kind of the rare ship set of the arena at the time. Obviously, you had all the main ship sets that you could get and the teams you could be on, but the Good Boy was always kind of looked at as like the rare one and just kind of a cool little Easter egg. Now, basically, when they announced the closing of arena, if you're level 5, before the announcement, you would get all these different ship sets. But if you're level 50, which was the highest you could be, then you would get the Good Boy. So this is something that is just kind of really cool for me to own. I think it's one of the best looking ship sets in the game and something I'm always going to rock. So something that I kind of want to just give a nod here, and congratulations to any of you if you have this. Now lastly, looking into the rarest limited time cosmetic within Sea of Thieves, and just the rarest cosmetic in general, it's actually going to be the Golden Banana set. A lot of you probably know about this, but basically when Sea of Thieves first started, there was a limited time event, including real life and in-game, where basically it was just a hunt to find these golden bananas, and there was 2 men who did it, and they unlocked the Golden Banana set. So just a really, really cool, obviously super limited set here that only they have. So they are the Golden Banana crew. Congratulations to them, and something that I definitely wish I had. And with that, that's going to be the end video. Thank you guys so much for all the support recently. It's just been overwhelming, and I just cannot thank you guys enough. Let me know in the comments, though, what do you guys think about this? Do you own any of these items? Is this a W or L list? But without further ado, I'm going to let you guys go. This was definitely a longer video. Take it easy, guys. Peace.